Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. Return starts from inside the 5.
Oh, you lucky dog.
That's where they'll start the drive. The Nittany Lions offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting, the pressure these players.
Look at this, taking this shot on the very first play.
Bro, Toddy, baby. Press me if you want. Send a safety on the blitz. Let's go.
Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, I can't believe that this is how this game gets started. Very first play of the game, a shot downfield and a touchdown. With all the buildup and all the hype, this is how we get started.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. So the UCF Knights offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
He'll hand it off. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37. The Knights come up to the line in a hurry-up. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs here. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down. Comes up short. Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Second down, we're going to throw it. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. New set of downs for the offense. First and 10.
Good catch just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
Looking to throw it on first down.
Wow.
And it's caught. Touchdown, UCF. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over to make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Automatic in the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eludes the rush. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. tough position here. 2nd and long from their 11. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he pulls in the catch.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down inside their own 40. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough yards to move the sticks. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Jesus.
Quarterback moving out of the
Come
pocket,
on.
trying to create. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive moving.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadlines at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, but what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the 2nd period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time.
What the fuck?
The drive, he looks right for a completion. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Knights.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Here's the handoff. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. send the back in motion. Handoff taken following the right tackle.
I got two guys up there doing nothing but thumbs up the butt.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback and give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. How about the speed of this defense? Now, we're looking at a third down.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Okay.
Delay of game. Offense. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. First down here for this offense. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Snags a quick throw. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back has it on the screen now. Running with purpose.
What the fuck?
And they pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Catch made on the right side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Knights looking to run some tempo here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw.
God damn, man.
It. Touchdown, UCF.
Well, when everybody's covered, the tight end can be a quarterback safety blanket, especially when you're looking towards the end zone. Great catch to get them in for the touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets you started with the next drive. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. There's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there in what will be the final play of the quarter. Penn is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of.
The Nittany Lions will kick it deep to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll tackle him out across the 20. Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
The fuck?
Wow. Obvious call there. You cannot rough up the quarterback like that. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. The back's got it. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. The Knights will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Still no answer for the passing game. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job and taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass here on second down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Big gain, catch made at the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They're going to run it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Got space looking for the end zone here. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action. He's looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. The Knights come to the line in the hurry up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Goes to his right side.
Come on, ball.
Completion. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. And here's the return.
Come on, man.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Using his legs on the scramble. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. Second and 1.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count.
Really?
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards.
Come on, guys.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Give it to the back again. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. It's UCF in the lead. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The Nittany Lions are looking to keep this drive going. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Force out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. All right, second down and goal now for this offense.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. 3rd down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. And the defense wraps him up.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting it to the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man.
Fuck
the choice
me.
to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Knights bring their punt team onto the field. And they'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the junior decides to pick up the 1st down himself.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Here's a screen pass to the running
Go,
back.
boy.
And the tackle is made. Not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Chris, there's nothing open downfield, so he does the right thing. Checks it down to the back, picks up some positive yards, but he's got to remember that clock is ticking.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And they pick up the 1st down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone. And the Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. That one is over everyone's head, beyond the end zone and incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Pass ball
What?
incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass. You've got to come up with a 1st down.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete.
What?
And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field.
Fucking kidding me, man. How do you drop that?
And see this game out. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Makes a nice move there. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. So their excellent season comes to an end. They stumbled one step short, getting into the national championship game. Always a sting that they lose the semifinal game.
Man, what?